Hi, my name's Mandy and welcome to my YouTube channel Pixie Stitch Life is So Creative. This channel is all about knitting, sewing, crocheting, quilting, anything really to do with stitches, hence the name Pixie Stitch. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to support my channel and tap the bell and then you'll be notified when I next upload a video. So today is all about my makes May/June 2020. And I'd like to just start off with what I'm wearing, and this is the Mryna dress by Colette Patterns. I made this dress last year from some viscose I purchased from Sew Over It. At the time they called this fabric Cuckoo Bomber. So if I stand up I can show you a little bit more in detail. It is a V-neck as you can see and it's grown on sleeve. And the bodice is in sections here, and then underneath the bust it's gathered, and then the skirt is in panels and it flares out. So it's a very flattering fit, which probably why I like to wear it. Now you do get two patterns for one in this pattern. So you get the short dress version, the short length, which I've got on, and then you've got a longer version so you can wear it as an evening dress. So let's get on with May and June makes. And this is my first make I'd like to show you. It's the Gabletop by Fetlar Handmade. I purchased this fabric, which is a viscose jersey from Minerva Crafts last year. I think it was last year. I think what drew my eye to this was the retro vibe. I thought it looked quite 70s, and yeah, I really liked the fabric. I was very careful when I was cutting this out to make sure that the oranges weren't strategically placed. So I love the neckline, that's what drew me to this pattern. It's a boat neck. Now there is a video on YouTube where Fetlar actually shows you step by step how to fit the top so that the neckline fits you and how to sew it. So yeah, that was really informative. So yeah, that's my first make. I'm really pleased with it, and here's a couple of photographs of me wearing it. My next make is another jacket which is similar to this jacket, but I wanted to show you this first so you can get a clear understanding that there's two ways actually you can sew this together. So this is Vogue 7975. Sorry, it just blew out a little bit there. View C I made. This pattern is still in circulation by Vogue, so if you want to purchase this, you still can. So yeah, this is a take, isn't it, on the famous Chanel jacket. The fabric I purchased from Abercorn. It is a wool fabric. I've edged it with a black velvet ribbon, although you can't quite see the velvet ribbon, and then on top I stitched a silver braid. The jacket is fully lined. I'll just give you a peek of that. I just chose a plain black lining, dress lining, you know, to line the jacket. So this is the other jacket I made, and I'm classing it in my May and June makes because I finished it now, and yeah, I'm ready to wear. This is made up totally different from the first version I showed you. I purchased a class quite a while ago from Craftsy. It was Lorna Knights was the tutor, and she actually used this pattern. That's why I showed you the other jacket, because I wanted you to see the jacket made up as instructed by this pattern, and this jacket from the Lorna Knights class. So again, I used View C. I've modified it slightly by lengthening the sleeves. So the boucle I bought from Abercorn, it was quite inexpensive. It's got a princess, you know, you can see the princess seam, you see a little bit more detail. Now what you might notice is these lines, because one of the features of a Chanel jacket is that they quilt the lining on, so as you can see, and this is all hand sewn inside. So that is one of the features. The trim is a champagne coloured velvet. I do wish I could have got a wider velvet, so it just peeks out a little bit more, but unfortunately this is the widest one they did, and it matched the fabric. It was like a champagne colour, and then these little gold roses. So I'll show you a close-up of the fabric. The lining I also purchased from Abercorn as well. I just love this lining, beautiful. So the class was really good. You start off, you make a toile, you fit the jacket to yourself. Once you've made the toile, you then use that for your pattern. Lorna does go in great detail to show you how the couture techniques of assembling the jacket together. It is painstaking. There is a lot of work in there. You're doing a lot of hand sewing, but there's nothing more joyous, is there, than sitting there with your favourite podcast on a Sunday afternoon. Mine's my favourite murder, small town murder and law, and yeah, sitting there hand sewing, lovely. She even shows you how to match up your checks and stripes, so it is a very detailed class. Like I say, there's a lot of couture techniques, a lot of hand sewing. This is inside the jacket, you see. Whereas the other jacket, the lining, you sew to the facing, this goes straight up to the edge. She used silk organza inside the jacket. I didn't have any, so I used ribbon. And yeah, I learnt a lot from this class. Now another feature of a Chanel jacket is the chain, which is sewn to the bottom of the jacket to help it to hang. So again, I bought a chain from Abercorn's and I've sewed that in. And yeah, it does hang, does give it some strength there. So yeah, it does help it to hang rather nicely. And I'm in two minds whether to put the pockets on, but we'll have to see. So yeah, the Chanel jacket. The other modification I made is I put a little bit of ice wadding in the sleeve caps, because I wanted them to they weren't quite puffing up as I wanted them to. I'm really pleased with this make. I have to look into how I can access this class again, but I remember most of the techniques. I will make another couple. Next time it's View E, which is the blue one, which is longer, because I think that style will suit me better. I have got enough fabric left over to make a skirt, and I've researched into this. The lining is quilted to the skirt, so yeah, I'm looking forward to making a skirt. So I'm just going to pull pattern, and I'll then have a suit. So my next make I have knitted. So I'd just like to quickly show you this Freya. This is the Freya jumper by Tilly and the Buttons. I made this in a Pontoroma I purchased from Stitchy Bee last year. It's a beautiful gold colour. What I like about the Freya is it's quite fitted. This cardigan, it's called the Throwback sweater, and it's designed by Andrea Mowry, and I'll just pop a picture up of Andrea modelling this particular sweater. So to me it is a throwback to the 70s actually. It reminds me of the 70s. And I thought, what a lovely jumper, and I love this bit of colour work. And I looked on Instagram for some inspiration, and yeah, I was hooked. I decided I was going to knit this. So a lot of people knit this in the round as a jumper and then they will stick it. But yeah, I knit this on my circular needles, but obviously I didn't knit in the round, I just knit to and fro. So yeah, I'll show you the wools in a minute, what I purchased. So I knit this in West Yorkshire Spinners, the Croft range. The green is called Fetlar. This one is like a fleck, and this is called Stonybrek. The brown is a Bixter, and the blue colourway. The blue is the colourway Seafield. Got a lovely rib to it at the front. You don't put buttons on this, which is another good thing, because buttons can work out expensive. The other thing I can tell you about this cardigan is that it is very long sleeved. The idea is that you fold over your rib. It is knit top down, which I love top down. So you knit all this together, this yoke, and then you put spare stitches on, stitch holders for your sleeves, and then you carry on knitting the fronts and the back all together. And then when that's finished, you then pick up the sleeve stitches and knit basically a tube for your sleeve, with obviously it'll have shaping in it. But I'll show you the back. So there's no sewing after, which is really a bonus, and that is the back. And as you can see, all the colour work what's in there. I wanted to quickly show you, these are knitted projects. I knit another pair of vanilla socks, and this is made from the West Yorkshire Spinners sock yarn, which is a 4-ply. Now this is from the Country Birds range, and this colourway is called Owl. So that's his socks done. Now my daughter is expecting a baby, so I thought, I'll knit a little cardigan, and I purchased the wool from Wilko. It's an acrylic. You don't want me spending a lot of money really on baby yarn, because they're not going to be in this very long. It is a first size. And the pattern again I purchased from Ravelry. I don't know where all my baby patterns have gone. I've got hundreds somewhere, but this was a pattern designed by Morven Swan. Makes, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, tap the little bell, and you'll get notified every time I upload a video. So yeah. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.